Hey guys, welcome back to Jimmy Rig this week. I am super excited over two things. First, it's really cold outside, which makes me happy because it means we're making ice. It's probably about 4 below zero this morning when I woke up. Wind chills out there slightly, so it's even going to be colder today, which means we're making ice. I think at 20 degrees, you start making like an inch a day or something like that. So we're really excited to be able to go out there and get some ice fishing done, and we'll show you some videos of that shortly. But the other reason why I'm excited, my shocks came in for my Ranger. I talked about in a previous video that I ordered some gas-filled shocks from Rough Country. They're called Vertex. They came in today, so I'm going to show you how to swap them out. It's a very simple job. Anyone who wants to upgrade some shocks on their Ranger, because they all know how these things ride like tanks. And from research and just talking around, people, you can really see the difference in these gas-filled shocks and the Rangers. I did not go with the Fox shock. They were a little bit more money than the Rough Countries. The Rough Country I like. They have a selectable ride on them, which should be really nice. We'll see. We'll do some real road testing on it on the trails and let you get you some feedback on those. But this is something very simple that anyone can do and get them put on themselves rather than take it to somewheres and do it. I did the front one already just to kind of see what it would do and what it would take, and took me literally 15 minutes to take the tire off, put the new shock on, and take the old shock off, put the new one on. So let me show you how they come boxed. Let me show you what they compare to versus the old one versus the new one, and kind of show you some of the features that are on it. So let's get going. Okay, so this is how they came shipped. You can see I was kind of concerned. There's this nice dent right here on the box. I'm worried that, oh man, it must have smashed, could be up by the reservoir or something, but you can see they did a really nice job packaging these things with the styrofoam in them. And there's the shock sitting. So let me take it out and kind of go over the controls with you and how it works, and compare it next to one of the stock ones. Okay, so here's the shock itself. It's got the reservoir right here, and if you can see here, I'm trying to get this in there. It's got a little selector on there. It says soft or firm, and you just dial your where you want it to be. And so I like that. It should be pretty easy to do. You can adjust it up here, and it comes with a wrench that they gave you for that. So let me show you what it looks like next to the stock shock. Okay, here you can see the two of them side by side. They're about the same. Not much difference in the length overall, but so they should. I think they look really cool. A lot better. Should be giving me a lot better ride. Okay, let's take this one off. So I have a special socket to remove the lug nuts on my tires. Grab a little bit more hose here. Take the tire off. Alright, I moved your camera around a little bit just so you can get a better angle here. View, the sun was shining through the lights over there. So anyways, we're going to take off the top first, then the bottom. Like I said, these are just 15 millimeters. Well, sir. Now, on my lift kit, there should be 2 washers in there. But we're gonna watch to fall out because we want to keep those. And there they fell out. So we'll grab those. And we'll take this one off here. There, the factory shock's out. All right, now we're gonna put the new one in. You want to make sure the reservoir is pointing on inward, so you can reach it and adjust it, and then let's get the washers in at first. Go. Clip off this little plastic zip tie that holds these bushings in, because you don't want to have them fall out because they have a little rubber O-ring in there. And there we go. Wrong way. And there we go. Now we just got to put the tire back on, and she's all set. Looks nice in there. Can't wait to take it for a ride. All right, I'm just gonna look around here and inspect some other things, make sure no boots are ripped. Looking good up here everywhere else. And also what I'll do is after I get the tires on, I get it set, then I'll look at adjusting the height. I think I want to go up 1 inch. I didn't want to do that on the original shocks, the factory shocks, because I was afraid it was going to make it too stiff. But now with this little dial that we can dial it softer or harder, I think I do want to take it up just 1 more inch for clearance. That'd give me about 18 inches of clearance underneath it, and I think that should do pretty good. So all right, let's see what we can get done. Let's go to the back ones next. All right, start on the rear. Okay, we're gonna lower it down on that safety jack. Push that ahead a little bit. There we go. There. So we're secure. All right, let's take these babies off now. All right, I got that baby out. Let's grab the new one. There's the difference between them. They're about the same length, so I don't think it'll be a problem. We just got to get the reservoir on the inside. Again, let me cut that little plastic clip off it. Zip clip to hold this bushings in. Clip off that bottom one. See, those will come off. You gotta be careful. Make sure that rubber bushing gets put back in there. All right, we got them all on. So this is the rear one up there, sitting in there nice. Looks pretty good in the back. One thing I did do when I did the other side, I didn't have to take the sway bar apart on this one, but the muffler did cause a little problems getting it out of there, but I popped the bottom out first and it came out pretty good. So you take it for a little ride. You can notice a difference right away in the suspension, how it handles. So we'll get it on the trail and see what it looks like from there. All right, there's a view of it sitting in the front. And then got the other side. I think they look really good in there. Alrighty, so now for our next project. Pulse bar did come in. Let me take you over and show you what that looks like, and we'll start disconnecting this wiring and get this all put in. Okay, here's that pulse bar, the new one that came in with the 6 plugins. I've already had a couple extra whips, 3 here. A couple extra whips I'd ordered a while ago. You can get these on Amazon, they're pretty cheap. So let's get that installed. One other thing I did buy too when I was on Amazon is they had this cool little dome light. It's battery operated, you mount it to your roll bar, and it's got a little push button here on the side, and you got the 2 things on it, so it's pretty bright. It does come with a USB charger on it, so I'm going to mount that on the inside too. But so let's get these 2 little things in here, and I think we've got our upgrades for good for now. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is disconnect these 3 plugs and get them out of the way, and they're pretty easy. You just pull this little thing right here. Can you pull this out of the way here? Pull this back, the little black part there, and it pulls right out, and that's your plug. So do that. So my fingers are too fat to get in there. I gotta screwdriver. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now let's take off this ground wire, and I'm assuming that's a 10 millimeter. We'll see. And then we've got the power line here to pull off, which are 2, and then this plug over here. right now. And that's out of there. Okay. Okay, the battery terminal here, which is positive. Which is a positive. This is also a 10 millimeter. There's 2 of them on there. Get that off. All right, these right here are T27 heads. Okay, and there's a difference. The 3 versus the 6. So it just gives you a couple more ports there. Everything's identical. So let's put the new one in now. Power back on. The ground on, enough for that. Okay, so the ground's set up. I've already got this little cap popped off there, and that pulls right off. And then what we can do is we can just get our plugs in, and we'll clean this up a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer here. We're going to clean up the wire in here. This will be the first plug. That in there. That into there. We'll pull them off and get those plugged in. All right, we got all of them hooked up. That gives me 4 ports, each individual accessory on each individual plug. So if I need to fix it or reroute it, I've got each one on. I still have one more open space underneath there. You can't see it because it's underneath here. So that gives me 6 areas to plug extra accessories in. And for now, I think that's all I really want to add to it. So we should be all good. I got it cleaned up here with some nice zip ties. Got it coming through there. It looks really good, nice and clean. Don't have wires all over the place. No electrical tape. I have all nice shrink wrap with good connectors, so everything's waterproof. So we should be rocking and roll on this one. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed this video of me changing my battery shocks over to the Rough Country gas-filled shocks with the adjustable ride controls on it. If you have a Ranger, let me know what kind of shocks you have on it. If you've upgraded to this, let me know how you think the ride is compared to stock. I took it around the block real quick, went off into a field, nothing really major riding, but you could definitely notice the difference in it and the ride quality already. Let me know if anyone's ever upgraded their bus bar. I seem to have all the accessories set up on that, good to go. So again, thanks for joining me this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again.